Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope we're doing great today. Happy Thursday. Got some college football here. I mean, it's going to be a massive college football weekend, massive week one. So, yeah, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Go ahead, turn on those notification bells. Check out all my betting links in the description below, guys. FanDuel has a 50% profit boost today. Make sure you're on FanDuel, guys. Link in the description. They're giving out profit boosts, risk-free bets, all week long. Pretty much like every weekend for football. There's all kinds of boosts. So take advantage of the profit boost, guys. You can really turn some, some good parlays even higher, or some, a lot of alt stuff and get it even money, which is what I normally do. So take advantage of the boost, guys. And yeah, we'll hop in it here. Couple matchups I liked it. I'm not covering all of them. There's a lot of meaningless week one games, so I'm not going to get into a lot of those. First matchup, though, we got a ranked matchup. Early game, like 5:30 game. We got Boise State versus USF. Boise State opening up as a 5.5-point road favorite with the over-under at 62.5. Let's see. Yeah, looks like these teams have not played each other before. This is the life after Ashton Jenny era for Boise State. We saw what Boise State was last year. Listen, they're not going to do what they did last year. Boise State has potential. They could still be a good team this year, but listen, Ashton Jenny carried that team. That's no secret. Boise State had an amazing run last year. Lost to Penn State 31-14 in their last game. USF had a pretty mid-year last year. I don't know. I feel like USF's kind of on the rise. Boise State, I don't really love the quarterback. I mean, they were so just reliant on running last year. There'll be a year where they're probably going to rely on the pass more with Maddox, but I don't know. Something about, it's going to be hot in Florida. Boise State, we just don't know what they're going to be. I don't know if they got much better. I mean, you can't replace Ashton Jenny, that's for sure. USF, the numbers weren't great for them last year. They finished the season 4-2 covering the spread. Boise State finished 10-1 in their last 11. 7-1 on the road last season. I don't know. I think this is very sneaky here. You're looking at a ranked team on the road. We just don't know how they're going to be. And I don't know. USF, they have a pretty decent quarterback. I don't know. I like the Bulls here. I think you're going to see a lot of people on the Bulls today as well. There's just too many question marks with Boise State. And, on the road here, the spread doesn't look that enticing. I think I'm going to take USF plus 5.5 at home today. Next matchup, we got a big one here. It's Nebraska versus Cincinnati. Nebraska opening up as a 5.5-point road favorite with the over-under at 51.5. Let's see. There is a boost on FanDuel. There you go. You got the tail or a fade. 50% profit boost. I believe if you're tailing Nebraska or you're fading and going Cincinnati, you get a 50% boost on whichever one you pick. So I'm sure it's money line. So yeah, take advantage of that promo. They do this every week. They'll have their pick, and whichever one you tail, you get a boost on it. And if pretty solid, I think. If you're already going to bet on that game. Big game for Nebraska here. Open up their season. I think they have pretty high expectations because they did not have a good year last year. Finished the season, beating Boston College in a bowl game. Nothing too crazy, but definitely, they're in a new era here. Another year with their coach. Really great quarterback in Raiola. I think he takes a massive leap this season. Cincinnati, they finished the season on a 5-game losing streak. Didn't finish as strong as they would have liked. But Nebraska, 16-4 in week one, 5-1 covering on a Thursday. Cincinnati finished the season 0-5 covering the spread during that 5-game losing streak. I just think Nebraska got way better. They got more receivers in the transfer portal. Their defense is going to be better. I just think they're going to be a good team. And obviously, they're in a tough conference, but these games like these against Cincy, I just think they got to win. I think this is a nice way to open up on the road. Raiola, everyone's expecting a big leaps from Raiola this season. And I think he's got more weapons this season, and I think it's going to be a pretty dangerous offense here. And I think you're getting Nebraska pretty cheap here. If you use that boost, I'm sure you can get Nebraska plus money on the money line today if you use that boost. So yeah, I'll take Nebraska -5.5 on money line on the road. Next matchup, we've got Jacksonville State versus UCF. UCF opening up as a 20.5 point home favorite with the over/under at 53. Both teams, new coaches. You got Scott Frost coming back to UCF. So we're going to see how that plays out. Jacksonville State's got a new coach. Jacksonville State, good year last year. They finished 8-2 in their last 10. We're on losing their last 2 games, lost their bowl game. UCF, yeah, bad year. 2-8 in their last 10. They struggled, and they switched conferences. They struggled. They did not play well, and I don't know. I think this is a sneaky trap game here. Jacksonville State was good last year. They've got a good quarterback, former Kentucky quarterback. So they got some talent. This isn't like a joke Jacksonville State team. UCF, don't know what they're going to look like. Lost some guys in the draft, RJ Harvey was really good last year for them, running the ball, who got drafted by the Broncos. They're 1-8 in their last 9. Couldn't cover the spread much last year at all here. Man, this is a lot of points. I'm going to buy a point with Jacksonville State, get them over 3 touchdowns here. I don't know. This just seems like a lot of points. Give me Jacksonville State plus 21.5 on the road. Then the last matchup, we got East Carolina versus NC State. NC State opening up as a 14-point home favorite with the over/under at 61. Let's see. These teams have played each other plenty of times. It's a pretty even split. Out of 10 times, they have both won 5. East Carolina, I mean, they did have a positive year, but a pretty mid-year, They did beat NC State in their bowl game last season, so they played each other in the bowl, which is kind of crazy. Beat them 26-21. NC State, not a great year. They were dealing with a lot of injuries last season, just a rough year for them. We'll see how the quarterback plays for NC State. That was kind of their problem last year. They had quarterback issues. East Carolina, man, I don't know. This one is a tough game. I just think, man, NC State, to compete in the ACC, they got to win these games against East Carolina here. And especially at home, they always come out with a good defense. They're always a good defensive team. They just really need the offense to kind of come through this season. They are 4-2 covering at home against East Carolina here. 6-0 in week 1. I like the Wolfpack. Too many unknowns with East Carolina here, especially on the road. Gonna buy a 0.5 point, and I'll take NC State -13.5 in money line at home today. That's gonna be it for the video. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Thursday. Hope you guys all cash out, and I'll see you guys Friday. Have a good one.